back. We're not streaming off the PC right now. We're streaming straight off the PS5, the P5.
Fighting under the candlelight. Welcome to Cambrian Hall.
I've never fought a Benavidez in this.
Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves.
I've never fought a Benavidez in this game. See how he is.
So much hype.
And he was taller.
The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real.
Nipples,
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. He threw a punch and just got countered. They both want a knockout, you can tell. He misses with that jab. That counter shot lands. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You can walk into an arena, be the hero, the pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. Tried to score with the uppercut.
Bro, what is that?
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. Here we go for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Looking to land the hook. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punching. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well done with that counter shot. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
bell rings and we start the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice defense on that left uppercut. Nice counter. Defense is not an option for these two.
Bro, my punches, they just aren't landing.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the uppercut but misses. No rest for the weary. Punch, counter punch. Those counter punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. Caution is being thrown to the wind. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. How about that time counter shot? They both want a highlight reel knockout. That uppercut doesn't land. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. It's all offense all the time. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
I think I won that round.
Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear.
Yep.
On to the 5th we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
perfect counter shot. And he scores with the counter. And he did catch him. He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. That uppercut's blocked. The perfect counter lands. Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That counter punch caught him clean. One punch could change everything in this battle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. On to the 6th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Nice counter punch. That jab misses. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a... Sugar Ray is down! He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I need to see... 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's hard as fuck when they're the same weight class and the dude's taller and looks like he's fucking 30 pounds heavier.
So back into the fray
And all he has
again,
to
but
do is
how much
walk
do they
away.
have left?
Got to waste time. Get stuck
still
behind
in
the
his
referee.
ring.
When he comes to the clock...
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up.
Look at
They've
him
got
just
some work to
walking
do.
away.
Let's talk about Robinson in that. And there's the bell for round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Good one. That counter shot lands. The Mexican monster's in trouble. Looks like trouble was averted.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
counterpunch. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Insane action. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Bro, none of those landed.
Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. Talk about a one-sided round 8, and we're off again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
These punches coming from every angle. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Perfect counter shot. That hook won't score.
Bro, none of my punches are landing.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight.
Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Bro, I threw way more strikes. I was chasing him, but bro, none of them fucking landed, bro. And he wasn't even throwing power punches either. Literally, the shots just weren't registering. That dude wasn't even good. Using a taller fighter, too.
There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford. And here he is, King Rye. Ryan Garcia, one of the brightest stars in all of boxing. This Southern California native is must-see TV.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
Sure.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division
Your record's not even bad, though.
champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Victor.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. They block the jab. Clean jab. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Open-air outdoor stadium, what a venue for this contest.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. We're outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you get hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight one fight.
There's a counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot.
Damn.
What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I just hit him with one shot.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of it.
And he scores with the count. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They get one. And there's the bell for round 2. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
No rest for the weary. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Good defense there with that left hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell,
The bell rings and we start the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Just missing with the uppercut. Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. Judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, still for still, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook is parried away. Beautiful counter punch. Counter punch caught him clean. They both want the knockout. Insane action. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity. There's the bell for round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. From this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
It's bombs away. Good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
That will do it. They want no more. And that is that.
Eight and two.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. And bye.
Doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused and get your mind back.
Let's do it.
doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. He was coasting this fight, and now you've let him back into it. Now, it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Let's go.
Okay, focus, big deep breath. Calm yourself down, calm yourself back. Come on, breathe. Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet.
Oh, great work. I love it. That jab's slick.
Let's fight.
Stamina. Counters. I don't get that one. Look at that body. No way. He left that uppercut wide open. Gonna sit there like that. Ooh. That's a big counter by him. Fuck! With 2 seconds left in the round, bro. Fuck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you all right?
He just tied it up with that.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Right, let's go.
Fuck.
you're switching off. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on.
Let's do it.
I like that. Like that. I like that. You definitely won this round.
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. That's his round. Get out there and switch on.
Down by one now. Is that knockdown?
Now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get forward.
Alright, I think we won those last 2 rounds. Let's go! I knew it! Let's go. Only thing that made that fight close was that knockdown he had. He got me with a body shot.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Do your business.
You're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. I need you to get...
Let's do it.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance.
Listen, you switched off. What you doing? Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back together.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go. We knocked him out.
The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Time for our tail of the tape. This is Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver, 6'2". Saul Canelo. And they'll be facing Antonio Tarver. Of course, you remember him for what he did to Roy Jones Jr. He is the former
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned.
How will these two fighters...
You got the reach.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. That left hand was picture perfect. It is a a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Perfect counter shot. There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That jab misses. He misses with that straight left. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard.
Yeah, I don't know how he didn't get
Here's the
robbed.
bell for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shots. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Misses with the straight left. Just avoids the left uppercut. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. A much better game plan here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Good job stopping that uppercut. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. On to the third. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Can't land that jab. It's bombs away. Beautiful counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The courage on display here is incredible. They block the left there. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. From this moment forward, he can't. There's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Back and forth they go. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch could change everything in this battle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this. On to the 5th we go. So they are going to surrender. No mas.
Good job.
So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be happy about that, but c'est la vie.
Loma.
Who could forget what happened here May 18th, 2024? Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk for the undisputed. Up first, it's Ryan King Rye Garcia.
King Ryan.
This bout is scheduled for 8.
And this one has all. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. That jab won't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Perfect counter shot. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be polarizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Missed him with that uppercut. Done with that counter shot. That's another scoring shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Oh my God.
Started out Garcia in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about it. What do we expect to see here in round 2? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. And counter punching. Lucky that hook didn't score. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Go blank counter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Garcia in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into... On to the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. No rest for the weary. Fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. The jab can't find a home. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What?
Look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
Where did that...
Bro, that dude's so ass too.